Hello my peculiars and welcome back or welcome to my peculiar corner if you are new here. My name is Andy and here we are at yet another Magical Friday encounter. Now today I have something very special for you that I have been thinking to do for a long time, and you asked me, some of you asked me already on Instagram if I can do it because it would be a great idea. You would like to know how I'm taking my pictures and how I'm editing them and everything. So today you will be finally able to see the behind the photography, everything I'm doing when I'm taking my pictures, from coming up with the idea of taking a picture and doing a setup, how I do the setup, the props I have, some of them because I have many, but they are all everywhere and they are not only Harry Potter related. Let me tell you, most of the props that I have, actually I just find them magical and I just feel like they make you feel like you are at Hogwarts, for example, or in a magical setup, a magical wizarding room or something. But they are like just vintage objects that my mom found for me or I found and I bought. Some of the things are just, you know, vials that I managed to find in the shops when I'm going to thrift shops and so on. So yeah, and then I'm gonna show you a video of my screen and how I am, you know, focusing on the picture, what mode I'm using of my camera. I'm taking all of my pictures, most of my pictures, like 98% of the pictures you see on my Instagram at Andy's Peculiar Corner. You can go and see it if you want to see more magical pictures, are done with my iPhone. I have a camera, I use it sometimes, but sorry, most of my pictures are all done with my iPhone. So I'm going to show you that, and then I'm going to show you the process of editing the picture in Lightroom. Yes, I am using Lightroom for editing pictures, and in case I want to add some elements in the picture, then I'm using Canva. Anyway, without further ado, let's not waste the time and crack on with the show. Here I am back and I really hope you can actually see my face. If not, I'm really sorry. I'm trying to set up the camera so it's perfect for you to actually see the peculiar corner and everything that how I'm setting up. Now, as you can see, the light is shining from like behind me in a way. Usually when I take my picture, I like to do it's usually in the morning hours, so when the light is coming from actually the other side, not from that side. So yeah, but we can pull it out like this as well. It's fine, there is shade here, so there is no direct light on the picture. That's not an issue. We can work on that in Lightroom. And I already have a set of props prepared here, and I decided to take a picture of a mug that I bought from Made by Bahu. It's a new mug. It's a potions themed mug, which I love a lot. And I just want to show it to you. So this is the mug, that's how it looks like. It's lovely. You have Snape here and a lot of potions, elements and herbs and books and potion bottles and bath and moon and stars and so on. So I really love it, and I was thinking that I'm going to do a potion setup for you. Now, during this video, you will see sometimes I'm gonna move the angle of the picture. Like for example, at some point you will really not see me soon actually, because I really wanna move the phone closer so you can actually see how I do the setup. You will still hear me, but it will be focused on what I'm doing in this corner. And then for the picture itself and everything else, we are just gonna move back to my table, and I'm gonna just put a display for you here, a video on the video, and then you will see in that video how I focused and then how I edited the picture in Lightroom and Canva, because since we have a mug, I decided that it's the best to actually include some steam elements and so on, so it's gonna give a very nice feeling to the picture and it's gonna make it more real. So anyway, let's click on and do the setup right now. So first thing first, every time when I'm doing setup for my pictures, I am choosing the background and the, like, not underground, but you know what I mean, like what I'm putting under the subject of my photography. So these are my paper replicas. I have quite a couple of them that I love using. And yeah, for this picture, because of course it's potions related, I'm gonna definitely use these two. So we have, this is just like with stickers, and we also have this from my dear friend Alex. I'm gonna use this as well. It's the recipe of the Veritas serum. And we also have these stickers with potion labels. And I think that should do. If not, we will just go back to this again. Now, I am going to use this as a background. So this I'm going to put underneath, and then I'm gonna just put this here. Now, also from my friend Alex, I have this amazing box with advanced potions making book. And inside we have some potions and vials. So I'm just gonna take this out because I'm gonna use them in the picture. I'm gonna also use this as a background. Okay, and actually underneath I am going to also add, I'm sometimes using the Mordor's map, but I'm using the back of it because it looks like a parchment, so it gives a very nice older feeling to the picture. But I can see here that it's not like the stickers, the potion stickers are not really like enough, you know, to make it like a wider setup, so I include everything in my picture. Yeah, okay, so we have it, we have this. Perfect. So now that we have the background and we also have the, well, under the picture, underground, let's call it, then we can just add our main subject of the picture, and that's the mug itself. And I will just, usually I'm just start adding stuff around it. So I'm definitely gonna just add this here. So we have a very nice scale that I got from a friend. It's not Harry Potter related at all, actually. Then this one can be like this. I'm, just for you to know, I'm adding elements in the picture, sometimes elements that you would probably not even see 100% in the picture, but it doesn't matter, it really makes it nicer, even if it's more in the background. And I'm gonna add this here. Okay. Oh. So we have the scale, we have the cauldron, we have the vials. We can just do this with them. And oh yeah, we said that we have the Veritas serum recipe as well. So what I'm going to do, I'll just do this. So, you know, it's gonna add to the background. And then here we have a little spoon. This is an amazing illustrations made by Bahu. So I'm actually gonna add this here. I just love there is like a teapot there, so it adds more value to the picture. And then I have this cauldron, and every time I'm going to the forest, you can do the same, or you can just buy fake moss and so on. I'm just, you know, I'm taking cones and everything from the forest. So I'll just start adding here and there elements. And yeah, here we have some, and just try to make it look as nice as possible. I have no idea, like I just start doing it and then I'm just rearranging everything until I decide that okay, this looks actually nice, and that's how I like it. Here we have some ashes, dragon ashes. I always say that there are dragon ashes. I will add it behind here. Then here we have some glitter. They can stay here. I will just put like 2 vials. I'm pretty sure if you went on my Instagram, you already were able to see these vials because I already added them in my pictures. Okay, now if you want to add a bit more to your picture, now this is already a full setup, but sometimes I'm also adding a candle, but in this situation I would say it's not necessarily needed, or we can add it, but I will just do this with the vial. I'll just put this here like that, and actually one of these, it would be very nice if it's here. Yeah, making it stay, it's gonna be the difficult part now. Because it's a vial, so it doesn't really want to stay, but I managed to do it somehow. Okay, so we have it there. This one we can actually move. Okay, so more or less I would say that I am happy with this setup. I can just add a bit more here since there's not that much there. I'm trying to see where there are not that many elements, so I can just add something. I'm just gonna, let's see, something smaller. I can just put this here. It looks a bit emptier in this corner, and I will just, you know, I will just do this. Maybe this is not gonna even appear in the picture, you know, this part, but it doesn't matter for me. I like to make it as complete as possible, and then from there, you know, it doesn't matter if it doesn't appear in the picture. The idea is that if you have it as complete as this and you have elements everywhere, then you can take your picture from any angle and you will have something in the picture. You won't have empty spaces. Now it depends. If you like to add more replicas, more props in your pictures, of course you can add more, you can add less. If you don't like your picture to be very crowded, that's totally up to you. For me, sometimes it's very hard to decide which props and replicas I'm going to use. I just want to include everything. So that's how it is. And now let's fast forward and we are going to go straight to the part of the picture. I'm going to film my own display on the phone, how I'm taking the picture, and then do it in Lightroom. And later on I will explain it to you when I'm back in my corner. Here I am back. I really hope you enjoyed the setup process of the aesthetic. Now I'm gonna put here on the screen for you the pictures that I took. I'm always taking not one picture of the same setup, but maybe 5, 6, 10. It depends how I feel like, to be honest, and it depends how I see it. As you will be able to see in the video that I'm gonna put on the screen for you, is that while I'm taking the picture, I sometimes move some of the props so they are fitting better in the aesthetic and they are all visible, let's say, more or less, even if it's not fully, but a bit at least in the picture. So you can do the same. As you can see also in the video, I'm taking my pictures in portrait mode. I advise you to do the same. You can play with the focal point, so you can just make, you know, the background more blurred, less blurred. Same for the objects that are in front of the main subject of your picture. You know, you can just play with the focal point as much as you want. You can also, in the iPhone settings, when you take portrait pictures, you can also play with the light. If you want studio light, if you want natural, I'm always using natural light. I tried with studio light, but I like the natural light more. So the mode I meant, but also natural light. That's why I'm taking the pictures on my windowsill, because natural light is going to be the best always for your pictures. So yeah, as you can see, I took more pictures, not just one. And yeah, I just played. I moved the props. I just changed the position of the main subject a bit. Now, if you press on the focus point, you know, the like yellow square that appears on your screen with the focus when you're taking the picture in portrait mode, and you are gonna just press on that square, you know, and the square is on your main subject, then it's going to block the focal point exactly on your main subject. And now going to the editing part, I'm gonna again put a video for you here. I'm uploading, I have a folder called Andy's Peculiar Corner. I'm uploading all the pictures there, and then I'm going to start playing with them. I'm going to start playing with the presets. As you can see, I have hundreds of presets. I'm sometimes creating new presets because I think I mentioned in my previous videos, it depends every second. The light looks different. Like if I take my pictures in the morning, if I take my pictures on a summer morning compared to autumn morning, if I take a pictures on a rainy day or on a very sunny day, I prefer to take my pictures on a cloudy day when the light is more uniform, and because the sun, for example, when I take pictures and the sun is shining exactly on the subject, it generally burns the picture out. Like, okay, I have to work, let's say you have to work more with the presets and with the, with the light, with the brilliance, with the white-black balance and so on when it comes to editing. But yeah, you can just, you can apply one preset. You can also use the function of Lightroom that, they can suggest to you a preset, and then you can just choose that. They will analyze the picture, they will suggest you a preset, and then you apply that preset, but you go and you edit the preset and you just change all the contrast and the lights and the hue and everything in the picture as you want it to, and as it's gonna look better for you. Also, one other advice, I think I said it before, if you ask me to send you a preset on Instagram, I'm not gonna send it. Not because I do not want to, but because even if I send it to you, your picture is not gonna look like mine. That's not happening because our lights are different. So bear in mind the fact that if you buy presets online, you need to think about the fact that maybe your picture is not gonna look like in the picture of the preset that you just bought, because your light is different from the light of the person that actually used, the preset for their picture when they took their picture. So just for you to know, this is my advice, personal advice. You can do as you want, of course, but that's my personal advice. I've never bought any kind of presets online. Every preset you see in my pictures, it's created by me in Lightroom. Just for you to know, I've never done any Lightroom training. I watched some videos. I'm following the official Lightroom page on Instagram. So I'm learning from there, and I learn as I go from experience. I'm just playing with everything there. That's, and yeah, I think that practice makes best. So I'm now taking pictures for more or less 2 years. And you will see, I will show you in another short video. I'll put on the screen for you. You will actually see how many pictures I have in the And This Peculiar Corner folder. I have like around 2000. But before it used to be Magic Beyond Books, and I have some pictures there as well. So in 2 years probably I took around 3000 or more pictures only for And This Peculiar Corner. Because again, I'm not taking only one picture of the same setup, I'm taking more and I choose the best. That's always how it's gonna be. Rarely it happens that I took one shot and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is the $1 million shot and I don't need to take any other picture of this setup, this is the best. You always take more pictures of the same setup. It doesn't matter if you have more. You can use in the future, trust me, you can reuse your pictures. If you like it, if you take a picture of the same setup and you love all the pictures, like if I take 5 pictures of the same setup and I love all of the angles that I took the picture from, trust me, if you go deep in my Instagram, you will see I reused some of the setups, but from a different angle, because I just love that picture and I just want to post it. Regardless of what people would say, if they say that, oh, it's repetitive, honestly, I'm doing this because I love it. This is my love for photography and my love for magic, so you should do the same. If you love the picture and it makes you happy and you feel the magic when you look at it, just post it. It doesn't matter, it's the same setup, but the picture is from a different angle. You just do it and, it makes you happy. That's the most important thing in the end. And yeah, that's the journey of me taking a picture from my peculiar corner. If you want more content like this, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment, let me know what do you think about the video. Let me know if you want more videos like this. I can do more setups. It's not an issue for me if you enjoy doing this video. I'm also planning to do a Q&A session very soon, because I'm very curious to see what you are curious about, to find out about me. So the idea came actually this morning because I woke up very early, so I was like, yeah, I think it's time for me to do a Q&A. It's almost, it's gonna be a year soon. It's 9 months since I have my YouTube, so a Q&A session should be in place. And yeah, some advice is when you start with photography, don't beat yourself down. If I show you pictures that I took in 2018, that's when I always loved taking pictures, but let's say that 2018 I started to cycle a lot here in the Czech Republic and discovered the nature and the lovely places here, and that's where my passion for photography started as well. If I show you pictures from 2018, you will never believe that that was me taking the pictures. They look totally different. If I show you pictures from 4 years ago, which is not that long ago, or even 3 years ago, when I was still having Magic Beyond Books and not in this peculiar corner, you will also not believe that it's me. If you go back in the history through my posts on Instagram and you see how it looked like the first post compared to the last post that I did, it's a journey. So don't beat yourself down. Don't let others take you down. There are trolls online, we know that, so don't do that. Don't let them, don't listen. You just explore your passion for photography, go for it. Take pictures of everything you want or everything you can. I even take pictures of Kinder toys. If you love photography, just take pictures of everything. Play with Lightroom, play with Photoshop Express, play with all this, even with only from your phone settings. Just play there, edit your picture there, and you will find your own style. You will find your own original presets. Don't beat yourself down. If you see some pictures and you would be, but I want my pictures to look like that, don't forget that your pictures will look like, like you do you in your pictures. That's the most important thing. That's what I always advise everyone. And trust me, we all have the magic in us, so your pictures will have the magic in them. So if you love something that much and you put all the love in what you're doing, then the people that are going to check out your content are going to feel it, and they are going to be surrounded by the magic of your photography and of your magical world that you created, and they will find a safe space in your content. That's the most important thing. And just keep doing it, no matter what people tell you. Just keep doing it. If you love it, nothing is impossible, and not even the sky is the limit. There is no limit. But this being said, thank you so much for joining me for another week. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget 2 very important things until next week. Stay magical, stay peculiar, always. Bye!